Chancellor Sorbara, President Shukri, have I got this right? I don't know. I'm not quite used to all of this. I love this Harry Potter world. I got to finish my introduction. Yes, without losing my papers here. Faculty, staff, honored guests, parents, and dear graduates. After 4 or more years of hard work, late nights, bad food, the convocation speaker, that's me, is the last obstacle that you have between you and getting your degree. And I feel a bit like someone walking across a bullpen, and there's so much red capes here that I think I'm just going to run through my speech kind of thing. But let me start with a reality check. And just in case you haven't noticed, life is not fair. Some are born with silver spoons in their mouths. Others, you know, become orphans very, very quickly. Some are really good at sports. A lot of us suck. Some look like movie stars. Others, like me, look like their parents. There's no one to blame, to point a finger in recrimination. That's life. If you want to be successful, deal with it and be a pest. That's right, be a pest. If you're going to remember only one thing of what I've said in the next 9 minutes, is I told you to be a pest. Well, PEST is an acronym for passion, experience, speed, and trust. And the term was developed by my son's business partner. They're in the high technology venture fund, and they use this acronym to evaluate the management team that comes and presents ideas to them. Are they PEST? And I got thinking about your graduation and the fact that you're facing the startup of your life, of your career. And that, yes, to be a pest was entirely appropriate. Now, P for passion. Passion for what you do, passion for the people you love, for the dreams that you want to turn into reality. If you're passionate about what you do, you know, the days will go by real quick because you love what you do. And the funny thing about it is that the more you love what you do, the more you're passionate about it, the better you are. And on top of that, you get paid for it, which is a wonderful thing. Now, not all jobs are glamorous. You got to start somewhere. Your first job may not be the greatest job in the world. Don't worry about it. You know, remember the words of Winston Churchill. If you can't do what you love, love what you do. It's so British. You know, it's in the keep calm and carry on, right? But you know, it's also true. And I see it all the time. Wherever I go, when I order my favorite drink, a cappuccino. Too many times I end up with a bad latte or worse. Now, the baristas who love their coffee, their jobs, they know exactly the perfect balance between that light, airy foam and that dark, creamy espresso. And if by chance your cappuccino is topped by some intricate latte art, ooh, now you know you're in the presence of God. I mean a great barista, a master. Now, a great cappuccino brings a smile to my face. Every time, no matter how I feel that day. And you know what? It's not the greatest job in the world, but it's something that can be meaningful if you love what you do. E is for experience. How many of you have read the book Outliers? Raise your hand. Anybody have read the book Outliers? Not enough. Not enough. It should be mandatory. No, get it, read it. You can get it online, I'm told. I don't know. The key point the author makes, Malcolm Gladwell, a good Canadian from a competitive university not too far from here, he makes the point that to be world-class at anything you want to do, be it music, sports, computer, whatever it is that you want to do, to be world-class at it, you have to have 10,000 hours of practice. Think about 10,000 hours. Mozart had done his 10,000 hours by the time he was 7 years old. His father was just, a wicked driver. Bill Gates had done his 10,000 hours by the time he was 20. Zuckerman by the time he was less than 24 years old. Me, I was about 36. I'm a late bloomer, But how about you? Are you going to start counting now? Now, don't feel bad if you haven't discovered your passion yet. It can be a lifelong process. The point, though, is just get going. When I was in high school, I wanted to be an architect. So I applied to a whole bunch of university until the third university told me in no uncertain term, Mr. Lassonde, you have no talent whatsoever. Okay, plan B. I said, I'm going to go to engineering, but I still want to be in construction. So I'm going to finish my engineering and I'm going to have my own construction company. First job I get was in the mining business, okay, building mines. I kind of fell backward into, the pit. That's how I got into mining. That was plan C. But you know what? I did fall in love with what I was doing and became quite good at it. And that's the point. Just get going, whatever it is. I did my 10,000 hours after I graduated because I didn't know until I found mining what I really wanted to do. Some of you may know now, some of you in 5 years, it doesn't matter, just get going. And S, the next letter, is for speed. Time never stops. And it's also limited. We all die. It's why time itself is so precious. And I also know what you're thinking. Why am I wasting 10 minutes of your time right now? Is that right? Nuh-uh. You're young and you're about to graduate and you think you've got all the time in the world. Last week I had lunch with a really dear friend of mine. And it was her daughter's 7th wedding anniversary. And as she does on every anniversary, she watched her daughter's wedding video. And I'm thinking, isn't that a bit over the top sentimental? Isn't it the same movie every time? And then she went on to say that it was her way to look at her family and the people that mattered the most to her and what they've done with their lives as time has passed. Many had laid down tracks, tried new things, and gone places. A few, sadly, had not budged with the passage of time. The annual movie watching was a simple gesture, but a brilliant idea. You know how fast the last 4 years have gone, and you've got something to show for your accomplishment. Well, I got to tell you, the next 5 years will come and go just as fast as if not even faster. And my question is, what's your movie going to look like? Is it going to be one of those French movies where you kind of like see the paint dry? Or is it going to be kind of an action movie? Okay? Just get on with it. Finally, last letter, T for trust. It's the fundamental building block of a successful life. Trust is defined as the reliance or confidence in the integrity, the strength, the ability, and the surety of a person or an institution. It starts at the family level, and it extends to your workplace, And it goes all the way up to our country's judicial system, our healthcare system, our police, all of our institutions. Now, we are blessed to be living in a country with a capital, Ottawa, which has to be the dullest place on the planet. And you know what? We like it this way. So show your partners, your boss, your clients, your bankers, your friends and family that you can be trusted. It's a gift to yourself that will be the key to your success. So there you have it. Passion, experience, speed, trust. Congratulations. Thank you for your kind patience, and make sure you celebrate your accomplishment by throwing an appropriate party and be a pest. Thank you.